Alrighty. Hello, hello, hello. Morning, boys and girls. I stayed up way too late last night. This damn stupid Palworld game. Far too addictive. Far too addictive. I can't put the damn thing down. I still can't get used to me in the top left-hand corner either, to be honest, but it's the most logical place for me to be. How we doing, boys and girls? Are we good? Are we good? I'm playing this game far too much. Well, I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately. The next couple of days, I've got a friend coming over from the UK, so there'll be no video gaming for a couple of days. Probably I get a couple of hours to play some Palworld now, then I'm going to have to turn the computer off, and we're going to have to be, you know, social adults over the weekend. But I want to try and reach level 70 today. I think 70, like, as my player character, my pals are still going to be catching up. But as my player character, I think getting to level 70 would be a nice point. There's 80 levels in the game, so we still got so much to explore. So much to explore. But I'm now way surpassed the playtime that I was in the first playthrough of this a couple of years ago. So we're absolutely pumping. I feel now, yesterday was a horrible day. Yesterday was one of those days where I was just trying to fix shit. I was trying to get shit working again. My base didn't work properly. My pals were not producing enough food. They were always flipping starving. Some renovations needed to take place. And so I have been doing exactly that. I spent a few hours last night just kind of like doing odds and ends, moving things about a little bit, redesigning where things go. Put in a little glass gantry so that we can see the base from different angles a little bit better. We have the production. We have the sort of the production side of things where we make our things. We got the ingots cooking. We got our little mini kitchen on the go down here. And we got our growing shit situation on the go over here as well. Really annoys me that you've got like 6 planter boxes that are all big, and then you got this piddly little berry one. But I managed to squeeze the piddly little berry one in the corner so it doesn't break my brain too much. I repositioned and I spread out the resource gathering section of the base because I was arguing with myself on why this wasn't working very effectively. I was like, maybe it's all just cramped together. Maybe some of the resource gathering areas that weren't really getting much love were because they were a bit caved in, or I don't know. So I spread it all out a little bit, made it a little bit neater and tidier. Quartz, sulfur, coal, stone, regular ore. I've only put a small ore patch in. Now I know there's a big ore patch, but it's another one. It's like the berry thing. It's twice the size of all of the others, and my OCD doesn't like it. So I've chosen to use the small one, just so they all fit neat and tidy. And then we've got the wood ones over there making us some trees. And our little golden deer is off whacking his head against a tree, which is cool. Giving them a spa. I think it's only fair to give the pals a bit of a spa, bit of a day spa. So, you know, after a hard day's digging, they can pull their nuts off in the pool by the looks of things. A little spa. Re-jigger-bobbed this area over here. It was all a little bit messy and a little bit unorganized. This is where our power is kicking off right now. It would appear that I'm struggling on power in our main base. I can replace this with like a big power turbine-y doodah thing. This is clearly not going to cut it for very long, but there's room to grow over here. That's kind of the point. And all the medical and PAL-related shit. So our like production of potions and all that sort of jiggery-pokery. The sanitation booth, which I can't actually really figure out what the hell this thing does. It just says sanitation level, and I don't think this has been properly implemented yet. I don't think it does anything. Storage just purely for the medicines, and then the surgery table to, you know, reconfigure Bob the pals, and then the condensing area, and then the research when we get to it. Research is still, I've done a few researches. They don't take particularly long to do. I should probably start chipping away at some of the cheap, basic, easy ones just to start unlocking a few perks. Because all of this is designed to snowball and stack up over time. So actually doing some research might not be a terrible idea now. But yeah, the base is kind of, the main base at least, is coming together a little bit neat and tidier. The food production side of things seems to be relatively fixed. Let's not give it the kiss of death, but we're able to produce now apparently more food than is being consumed, which is the dream. So, you know, all of the pals are relatively self-sustained, other than me coming along occasionally and telling this to craft a bunch of shit. Although, why do we not have the ability to craft any minestrones? Why is it all now going horribly wrong? What are we missing? Always missing tomatoes. I don't quite know how this is the case, but lettuce seems to do lettuce things really well. Yet for some reason, tomatoes, I think I need twice the amount of tomato planters. I think I need 2 tomato planters to every 1 lettuce planter, believe it or not. Because I always seem to be running short on tomatoes, but base is, for the most part, working. Everything's getting planted, everything's kind of cooking. All good, in theory. And I've made the bedroom area look a little bit neater, a little bit tidier. I haven't given everybody a humongous great big bed because they're fucking huge. And also, I've unlocked new tech for like cryogenic pods or something for the pals to sleep in. Which is, in theory, better than beds. These things, pal pods. We're getting into like some space age shit here now. Sleeping on a bed is for idiots, apparently. We're going to move up in the world and pal pods are a thing. I'm not going to build these because they're actually expensive. They use computers, which are pretty costly right now. But, oh my lord, have mercy. These are even bigger than the beds. All right then. Well, in that case then, sleeping pods might have to wait a while. We'll upgrade them slowly over time. You look as if you are doing something into that cupboard that you shouldn't be doing. I mean, it suggests we might do the breeding base today, but yeah, you leave that cupboard alone. But yeah, there we go. Some reconfigure bobs. I don't really need this thing here, do I? High quality workbench is just kind of surplus to requirements these days. Flour seems to just never ever work. I do have a slight issue still with not having enough pals that can do watering stuff, I think, but TLDR, it's a bit neater, it's a bit tidier. I felt that it was time for some tender loving care. This is hopefully going to allow me to push into the next phase of the game quite comfortably. But of course, we do have 2 bases. Hang on, let me go clean out my expedition. Yeah, he's definitely having fun down there, that's for sure. Whatever he's up to, let's leave him be. Let me grab some goodies from here. Yoink. Take all of that. Put everything away. Let's go and have a little look at the other base. The other base is more simplistic. It is simply for the production of oil. That's all it's doing. What if he's stuck? Here you are making crude jokes while he needs help. Stepmommy, I'm stuck in the cupboard again. Well, this base, far more modest, far more straightforward. Another spa. I'm treating my pals good these days. They're living large. They're getting They're getting all the quality comforts. And their bedroom even has a nice skylight appeal to it and all. Yeah, looking simple, straightforward, does the job. These guys are living off salad and nothing but salad. But more salad than they know what to do with, which is the dream, right? Weirdly, over here, we seem to be flush on tomatoes and not lettuce. Don't know why it's the other way around in the other base. Must have something to do with the proximity of the things to, I don't know, whatever. We have upgraded this big, humongous power generator. The large power generator. I, for a period of time, had to have 3 of these power generators. The small ones. 3 separate ones, because I figured out only one pal can charge it at a time. I was wondering why the Christ do I have 3 electric pals in this base and it still can't keep up. And I realised that the small little ones can only be powered by 1 pal at a time. So I was like, right, put 3 of them down. Wang 3 of these things down and all of a sudden it started to work. But then I got enough materials together to upgrade to the large power generator, and this thing not only produces 3 times as much electricity, but it can actually have 3 pals charging it all at the same time. So it's far more efficient to have one of these bad boys. I need to put one of these in the main base, but it was more important to have power here to keep this oil cooking. Now I don't know if that's going to be suffice to run 2 oil plants, but we'll build them both and just see what happens. This base is far more modest, far more for a purpose. The ranch is here. I got me wham great big lamble, me shiny 4-star lamble, making me my wool, because I've got a few pal slots over here. I've only got 12 pals doing stuff over here, so I've still got a few slots available for just odd jobs. These odd jobs are easier to do in these sort of more custom bases, because my main base is full. I also found an alpha one of these mud guilds yesterday, and it's fucking huge. It's really funny. It's really funny, this one. Let me swap him for a minute. He's absolutely monstrous. Not as big as your whale jack, to be fair, but the size of this flipping humongous flopper. Look at the big flipper flopper. He's awesome. He's awesome. I need 2 of those as my mounts, as my pets in WoW. I'd love 2 of those as my pets. Perfect. Yeah, he's absolutely huge. I also stumbled across, considering the fact I'm level 67, sure, but my pals are like just breaking the 60 barrier. I stumbled across this thing yesterday. A Woolly Pop Terror at level 65. A lucky level 65 3-star, like off the rip. I was quite impressed to find this and both catch it. This could actually, and in theory probably should be, my most powerful pal, and probably will be for a little while. This might be the pal that I need to defeat the next boss. Plus, I believe these are kind of quite meta endgame, because you put them in the ranch. I mean, the Woolly Pop Terror is kind of cool in the first place. Hunger depletion rate of all base pals by 21% is flipping huge, by the way. I need that in my main base. I just haven't found a way to slide it in yet. But the caramel cotton candy also goes into making special cakes. Special cakes which make breeding bigger and better and fancier later. So yeah, Jack's already on it. Jack already knows. Jack's still ahead of me in this game by quite some way, I think. But it's this is probably going to carry me through killing the next boss. In fact, I might even try doing that right now. If we can defeat this next boss, we kind of open up the next chapter, because I'm starting to question where the hell I'm meant to be going and what I'm meant to be doing, because I've explored and unlocked everything that everything I can physically see on the map. So in theory, we must need to be going somewhere else now, but I don't know where that somewhere else is. I'm kind of waiting for the I'm waiting for the story to sort of tell me where we need to go, but we need to defeat this level 55 Moonflower Tower. We need to defeat this. No, not that much. I'm maybe 2 steps ahead. Breeding is something you don't want to wait and really just want to build a breeding base. Well, that's what I'm probably going to do today. Build out a 3rd base. I need to decide where I want to put it. There's a spot that I found. I starred it. There's a spot that I found over here on the coast. A nice big flat open area in an area that I think is relatively chill. I don't know what the fuck this is. I have no idea what this is, level 70, but I'm sure we're going to find out what that is. I don't know if that's going to be an important thing. But I was thinking about building my base here. Now, the only problem is it's pretty far from flight points, but your main base is a flight point in itself, so maybe that's actually a good thing. The only thing I thought of doing, maybe, is finding somewhere where there's, like, something really cool that I need to go back to lots of times and build my base there. Didn't really want to build the breeding base on the volcano or in the desert or in the snow biome, because then I've got to kind of try and I don't know if that makes a difference with the breeding. I'm not sure. I haven't figured that out. I wanted to build my breeding base somewhere on normal land, and this little spot looked big and flat and round enough. Yeah, that feels like a win to me. I'll go and have a little look there in a minute and see. Am I the only one who's not really hyped about the new WoW patch? I am, but simultaneously I am not. Like in a way that I'm having so much fun playing Palworld now. And second to that, I know that, like, the amount of time that I've spent playing the game already is probably only 20% of the amount of time I want to spend playing this game. I know there's so much coming still. Sure, I might be almost level 70 and there's only 80 levels, but that doesn't mean I'm, like, 70-80% of the way through the game, not even close. The end game in this looks really interesting. And I'm not even there yet. Like, I'm still what I consider, like, mid-game. Probably not even, like, heavy mid-game. So, I kind of... I'm hyped about the WoW patch. I want to go and play the new WoW patch, but I kind of want the... I want it to wait a few weeks. I want it to wait a few weeks because I'm going to go and try and play the new WoW patch. I'll enjoy the new WoW patch for a week or two, sure, but I don't want it to dampen the fire of playing Palworld at the moment. The reality is I was basically 2 weeks too late to start playing Palworld. That's my own fault, but that black thingy on the map is the whale fight. Oh, is that what it is? Oh, I see. Okay. The big whale fight. I get. Well, that's a little bit ahead of us then, clearly. Do I need or want to be doing anything over here particularly other than... Yeah, what I did want to do, I need to empty the expedition. That's why I kind of partly came here in the first place. Oh, I unlocked the potential glasses. The ability glasses. So I can now see Pal's potentials. Health, attack, and defense stats on a scale of 1 to 100. It was enlightening, for sure. It was enlightening to find out that some of the Pals I've been carrying with me throughout the entire game are just dog shit. Look at the IV ratings on my Shadowbeak, which has up until this point done quite a lot of work for me, but his attack is only 13 out of 100. 17 out of 100 attack. He's just dog shit. Absolutely terrible. Beacon has 2 out of 100 for attack. No wonder it hits like a wet fish. Some of the pals I've been carrying with me have been ludicrously bad. My dire howl is absolutely dire, like the definition of shit. And this is the one I've leveled up to 2 stars and whatever. So I'm gonna have to fix some of these. Now I realise just how bad they are. Fortunately, Elfie, who carried me for like 30 levels, is actually pretty damn good. Slightly lacking in the attack department, but like defensively and health-wise, really solid. No wonder this pal has felt like the strongest, most powerful pal I've kind of utilized so far. There's also there's also the I had a look through my Poundex to try and find any. I've not got like a single pal that's like even got more than 100 stat. Just not lucky in that regard. I'm farming the expeditions though a little bit because I need these ancient civ cores. 2 in an hour is not fun, but it's my only way to get them comfortably at the moment. What the Christ is going on here? Can you lot please go away? What do you want? Pardon me for the intrusion. Are you the one overseeing this territory? Sure. Token of our acquaintance. I trust you'll make good use of it. 12 high quality cloth. Why am I being bribed? Why am I being bribed by... That's sus. You know how to set favorites? The yellow lock icon? Yes. Yeah, I do, yeah. I just don't use it that much. But mostly because I'm swapping and changing things all the time. My King Packer, actually, I felt right at the very beginning of the game that this dude was strong, and it turns out I wasn't wrong. He's got 100 for attack and 96 for defense. Like, he's genuinely one of my best pals. Genuinely one of the best pals I've actually got in, like, full stop. I just haven't kept him up in terms of levels right now, but his IVs his potential stats are really strong. There's a Reddit post showing that the blueprints are bugged and will make your decor disappear, so I'm not touching anything for at least a week. Soul has done a video on it as well, hasn't he? Trying to bring as much attention to that as possible, because that's going to literally ruin some people's days. If you import a blueprint that changes the exterior of your house, it has the chance to delete all of your interior layouts. Which is yeah, that's a thing. Anybody that's, you know, blueprints are a blessing, but they're going to be a curse if they're bugged. Because if they don't work and you try and use them and then it wipes your houses, people will just straight rage quit. That's it. They'll be done. They'll be out of there. But, you know, anytime... It's not like we have this thing called a public test realm, and it's not like we have this thing called testing. Luckily, some people are doing it, and hopefully Blizzard get it fixed, and it doesn't ruin too many people's days. But, oh, boy, it's going to be chaos if it's deleting people's houses. This Woolly Pop's also got, like, crazy high firepower for the what do you calls it, for the expeditions, which is really cool. I need to swap out you. Kind of knowing how strong this dude is, I'm kind of willing to carry this King Packer further into the game. Surely you would export your house before... Well, you would think, wouldn't you? But, you know, it's a numbers game, isn't it? If you've got 1,000 people doing something, do you think all 1,000 are going to do it? No. There'll be a percentage of people that won't do the sensible thing. Unfortunately, these days, you tend to have to remember that most people do not do sensible things. Relaxosaurus is level 6. Woolly Pop has got to come in, I think. So much so that, like, I'm genuinely tempted for you to just, like, carry. Knowing how shit half of my other ones are. Woolly Popper's got to do bits too. Now, to be fair, she's level 65, but attack is only 650. My others have greater attack. So it's not natively, it's not very strong. But, I don't know. I'm going to, maybe just by proxy being 5 levels higher will help. I'm going to give the main boss a go again now, just to see if having that one extra really strong pal helps take it down. It's yesterday I was trying to do this, and it's not that I die, it's the fact that I just don't do enough damage. Which in theory could be helped if I actually helped. In fact, I've just realised you're only 1 star. You're 2 star. You're only 1 star. You're not any star. I do have, if we're gonna do it, I do have a bunch of these star fruits left that I could and probably should use to boost these guys at least a bit, since they are main contenders. I'm not going to be... I know, even though I've found out that some of these have got dire, like, hidden stats, it's not going to change the fact that I am still going to use these for a little while. Let's get them all at least 2 star. At least they're leveled up a little bit. And let's give it a go. What could possibly go wrong? Let's see, shall we? There are 2 types of people, the ones who do not do backups, and then there's the ones who have not lost all their data yet. yeah, that's pretty much it. Right, Woolly Pop, go. Right, you are just taking that to the face, oh my god. To the face. Okay, I probably shouldn't be taking it to the face either. Let's not get squished by that. In this early phase, you just rotate your pals in so that they use their big attack. Well, this is what I've been doing anyway. They use their big damn ability, and then before they take too much damage, I just swap them out. But yeah, my issue with this is not dying so much as it's doing enough damage. Now, I mean, I've done absolutely nothing to do any effort around trying to increase the skills or stats or anything on most of my pals, other than, you know, a couple of fruits here or there to level them up, so I'm kind of just YOLOing it for the most part. You are getting your ass handed to you. You've got lots of defense, but... Ow. Right, Beacon, you can stand there and do some damage for a little while. Baby Shooter? No, you don't even know. Like, I don't have, like... Look, I barely tickle her. My damage is, like, 0%. It's not even worth. It's much, much better for me to focus on just not dying. At 2 minutes 50, we're halfway in now, and we're not halfway into damage. This is the problem. Elfie, on the other hand, though, does a lot of damage. I need you out as much as possible. You do actually cook. Make a gun. I mean, it's not a terrible suggestion. It's not a terrible suggestion. I'm only just off the back of like really struggling for materials to keep my base up and running, which is why I'm also seriously lacking in the firepower department. Alpha, you're actually doing what I need you to do, which is just cook. Let's just make sure you don't die. Rotate everybody else in. Give you a break for 30 seconds. Not stand in the goo pool. More dots. More dots indeed. You tank a couple of shots. Right, you've recovered a bit of health. Oh no, that's not the ability I need you to be being hit with right now. Look! Shadowbeak's nearly dead. Beacon's got full health. I've got a minute to go. 50k in a minute. Oh no, I stood in the goo. Yeah, see, my damage in my attack just is not worth, like, even contemplating. The best way for me to do more damage is not to die. That's the main thing here. Because if I'm dead, it's game over. Don't matter. This is the thing. I need to stay alive throughout the 5 minutes, and I need my pals to do the vast majority of the damage. My armor and my weapons are not good enough to. You know, I'm the healer in this role. I'm not here to do the damage. But yeah, so we're still a little bit away from killing this one, but not by much. You'll get more fruits and coins later, and breeding will help with then compressing them as well. Yeah, that's kind of why I think making the breeding base is a play. What the highest spheres that you have at the moment? Crafting, that not great. I mean, I occasionally stumble across a few legendary and ultra spheres, but in terms of crafting, I'm kind of at the hypersphere kind of level. Gonna have food in there. But yeah, I need to scout out this little area a little bit. Let me go empty my bags a little bit. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm not using the fast travel, am I? Why are my ancient cores not going anywhere? Should be being kept in here. That needs doing something with. I don't really need to carry these around with me. I also need to not lose them. Schematics go in the schematic chests. You're full. I also don't really need to be carrying around all of these keys, but I keep picking them up anyway, which means they always end up back in my inventory regardless. Let's double check that these guys have got food. You got some minestrones. Not much else going on food-wise. Hot dogs. Minestrones are the best for now, I think. Right. Yeah, so in terms of actually making pals, making spheres, sorry. My production of pal metal is just low-ish. I've unlocked the exotic sphere, but of course that requires hexalite, which I don't have yet. So yeah, I'm kind of still working on a lot of the lower level tech. At the highest sphere, probably. Ultra spheres. Yeah, the fact that ultra spheres are unlocked at 35. And I'm like nearly double that. Making some PAL steel armor will greatly help the not dying situation. Ooh, large pouch. 20 high quality wooden boards. Oh, they're expensive. The good thing is that pals regarding breeding don't need the food except the cakes. Cakes don't expire, and cakes don't expire. Yeah, I was trying to remember back to when we last played this that I did sort of tickle the breeding side of the game a little bit. Vaguely remember making cakes and getting it set up. Vaguely. Right. If we are going to go, let's go build the foundation of another base. We're going to need enough mats for a guild chest. What does it take to make one of these days? That way we don't have to worry about transporting materials all over the shop. Where is it? That's the control box. Where's the one of these? 50. How do I not have refined ingots? Like, genuinely, how do I not have refined ingots en masse? That's a problem. Okay, you've made a few more. Get making some refined ingots. Not sure why I don't just have loads of those. Unlock the large incubator or maybe the electric one if you can. What's the... Have a look. Large incubator we can make. All metal ingots, high quality cloth. Okay, ancient sieve cores. I can get a couple of those relatively quickly by doing the raids, I think. Got some raid slabs. Large scale electric one requires hexalite, which I don't have access to yet. I don't know how to make it, should I say. I've unlocked the tech for hexalite, which requires chromite and hexalite quartz, but I'm at a loss to where they come from, where that material comes from. And this is partly why I'm assuming I need to kill the next boss and move on to a new zone. Why not allow pals to transport from machines? Under normal circumstances, they do. I've moved these I've moved these machines, which means I've forgotten to press the button again. Cool. Do some egg research, as it will help get the breeding pals up to speed. Research. Let's have a look. If you throw 12 things at me, Jack, though, I'm going to not do any of them, because you'll bombard my early morning brain with information. It will stun lock. I don't see anything egg related in here, nor have I read through all of this. I'm not going to start learning all of that right now. I want to go and have a little bit of a look. In fact, I've just realised, unless I can take a nap, half my pals are dead. I can't hack it because it's not night time. Flipping hell. Wolfie's dead. Should have put you in the power box to begin with. Okay. I can still go and scout out this area whilst you come back to life. Yeah, this area is, I think, where I want to build my other base. I was trying to grab the materials for one of these, wasn't I? See, this is what happens. I get distracted. I need PAL fragments and ancient civ parts. How do I not have any PAL fragments? Shitting me? Because they're here. PAL fragments. Ancient civilization parts. And what was the other thing? Oh, the refined ingots. Let's go have a look. Go have a look. Here somewhere. Up here, I think. I think technically, yeah, this is like a... feels like a starter zone. This area up here just has base potential wrote all over it. Big, flat, open. No issues with, like, building. We can probably claim the entire area. Sure, there's no natural resources in it that we worry about, but we're going to pavement the entire place anyway. So I don't think that really matters. Yeah, oh, yeah, I should have brought some stone, shouldn't I? Fix that problem. Okay. So, let's get some foundations in place. Where do we think is roughly the middle? Roughly the middle, isn't it? Move, pigeon. That roughly the middle? Looks middle-ish, doesn't it? We want sea view. Right, now let's see where the perimeter is on that. Okay, absolutely perfect. I ironically don't particularly want too much natural resources in the middle of it. I just want it to be nice, open, flat. We can put a perimeter wall around it, and it should be Gucci. That's all we need. That'll do. This can be the start of our breeding base. Right, off the pigeon. Base number 3. Right, let's get some foundations down. I didn't bring any ingots out here with me. I guess that doesn't matter because we're going to build the storagey thing. I brought 94 PAL fragments and I needed 100. Fuck's sake. Find me some PAL fragments. Flipping hell game. Be a nice big juicy collection of PAL fragments. Cost me to bring, like, oh, there we go, 102. By the way, you can name the bases. I'd never even thought about naming a base. In my head, a base is not something that has a name. How would you do that, though? Did you do it with the PAL box thing, maybe? That's the squirrel for another day. It's close, but not touching. Ooh. Right, in 2 minutes. Have any of you guys got handiwork? Oh, you all fucking useless. I brought a bunch of idiots with me. In 2 minutes I won't have to worry about materials again, in theory. Build this out and I can start figuring out how the hell breeding works. Well, that's true. Fucking hell, you're huge! I didn't realise you were so wham. Jesus. Because you're shiny, aren't you? Alright, sped the process up a little bit. Why am I not using him for fights? No idea. 68 attack. I don't know what his actual attack stats are. No idea. That said, his actual attack values are kind of cracked for my level. 832 is pretty damn high. Got all of these filters for searching and sorting, but never ones that I actually want. Like, why can't I just search by, like, why is there not like an IV total, like a potential total? You know, out of a score out of 300, and let me filter out of 300. You know, the few little things this game could really do to help just improve that sort of stuff. You can stay in the base to help me build things, because we're probably going to build a bunch of things in a minute anyway. Let's get... I want my sacred cross to be made out of metal, because I'm just weird like that. Go 6 out, I think. I'm going to make this one more square than I think I have the others. Might not be totally square, but maybe, what's the octagon shaped, maybe. Breed in the octagon. Sounds a bit too Dana White, doesn't it? Bonnie Blue in the octagon. I know I don't need to put everything on foundations, but something about building on the grass seems a bit primitive. Oh, I've gone a non-equal number out. We're going 4, let's go 4. This flipping plasma cutter is actually ridiculous, by the way. I love this thing. It was a complete impulse craft, but it's crazy OP. Right. Gonna maybe go... something like this. Leave 1 at the end. Want to go... I don't want to make it quite so rounded. It is, but you have to repair it a lot. Oh, I've not even considered repairing it yet. I've not used it that much. Does it... Oh, yeah, it does take durability damage, doesn't it? It wasn't cheap to make either. Alright, I might be quite sparing with how I use that a little while then. Otherwise it'll run out of beans. I think we want to go a little bit further. I don't want to go right to the edge with this, but maybe... I mean, to be fair, we did pick a completely flat, open area, so could, in theory, pave the entire thing, couldn't we? If we wanted to. We go 4? I think we go 4. I did say I was going to make this a bit more square, didn't I? Move! 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 Why for you stand there? What is this thing doing here? You're not even in the right place. Move! Oops. Okay, I think I want. I think I do want to fill these in even a bit more. You know, I think I do want it to be more square. Yeah, we'll put in the corner pieces as well. I'm just wondering how many diagonally bits I actually want, and the answer is Not that many, I don't think. It will be 3 plus the middle one on either side. I don't think it's going to need to even be this big. I don't think a breeding base is really going to take up a lot of space, to be honest, but more space is better than not enough space, right? Now I think we put the corner pieces in. Yeah, another expedition cave is kind of quite high on my priorities, just so I can have 3 running simultaneously. To be honest, I don't think I've utilized these expedition caves anywhere near as much as I probably should. It's one of those kind of like hindsight moments when you realize that actually those things are like crazy good for just like bringing you free shit all the time. And the fact that you have 3 bases available to you, then you maybe should have 3 of them up and running like all the time. Right. That's the edge done. In theory, should put perimeter walls down, but I don't think I want to do that. Right, there's a nice big open area. Relatively square, plenty of space to do quadrant it out a little bit. If I remember, the breeding bays are not like tiny. Don't have wooden boards or fiber, apparently. That's fun, isn't it? Let's put you down here for a minute. I'm clearly going to need you, aren't I? Nip in. What makes fiber these days? A mill. Why do I not have all of these arse about basic materials? Sort via watering. Why is it not? Wait, what? Oh, because that's still by... Of course it is. Do I not have any wood? Where's all my wood gone? How's this a thing? What else did I need? Breeding. Need like 40 wooden boards. Hello? How have I got no wood? How is wood, of all things, my bottleneck? How's that even possible? 18 wood. Where's all my wood gone? Oh, this is an embarrassment. How am I 50 hours into the game and have no wood? Why is nobody putting it in the box that's custom made and designed for it to go into the box? Get in there. You damn funky funk. I'm sure it won't be the last time I end up missing something. Wooden boards. Oh. Lacking the fibre department. Right, you're whizzing away at those. That should give us enough to make, I think, 4 breeding farms. Because I think 2 of them fit comfortably. We're going to have 4 breeding farms. We're going to need an area to do some cooking. And there's really nothing else that really needs to be in this base. Cooking to make the cakes. And part of that is the ranches. The ranches to make the eggs. Or the ranch to make... Or the ranches, probably. For eggs. And for milk. Eggs and milk. Eggs, milk, and honey. Eggs, milk, honey. What else do we need? We need wheat for farming to turn into flour, right? An area for like doing whatever is needed to produce the food that goes into making cakes. This is the cake quarter. 2 breeding quarters, a cake quarter, and then the expedition and whatever the else needs to be in a corner. The stuff corner. I guess we'll call it. I think that's probably the play, right? The stuff corner can probably be, I don't know, we'll put the hatcheries, I don't know, we'll figure that out. We'll make it look pretty. Theory. How big are these things? Yeah, I always remember these things being flipping wham. Which is why... What do you mean, can't build... Well, what? Overlaps with something else? What do you mean, overlaps with something else? Oh, wait, can these not... These have to go on the ground? Can these not go on foundation? No, it can go on foundation. Why is it being a dick, then? Why are you being a dick? How is that not fitting in place? Oh, you fit there, okay, but not there. What? Loose material on the ground under the foundations. Oh. Maybe. Let's try this quarter. Seems to do it either side. Why are you being a dick? Why can you be here, not here? Overlaps with another object or character, can't build here. What? That's why I always put my farms on a second floor. Is it the metal foundation? It's weird because it can be closer to the center here, look. No problems whatsoever. It's just soon as it gets there, it dies. Why is it doing that? Eh? They seem to just not be able to go that far from the center of the base for some reason. What if I stand this? Okay, I can stand this side and it seems to work. Oh, no, it's a rotation. What? Okay, just clearly a quirk of the game. Because if they're too close, I'm not going to fit two in a quadrant. I'm not going to fit two in. That's the point. I needed them as far back as possible so I could fit two in, I think. Alright, well, maybe if it's going to be stupid, we'll just do it this way for now. We'll just use two instead of trying to build four. Let me build out the foundations a touch further. Just out of curiosity. What if I take this as far as it goes before it crosses the outer edge? Try and squeeze it right in the corner here. Now I don't have... Oh, now I've run out of stone. Oh yeah, because I'm not in my base to use the base storage ones anymore, am I? Or whatever. Game. So weird. I'm flipping now. I really wish as well that there was a way to easier... I've actually figured out, like, one thing I've been doing before is using flipping pillars to stand on when building shit just to make it easier. Something as simple as zooming your camera out from your player would make building so much easier. What? Hang on. You get out of the way, you big worm. Okay. Would not be having this much difficulty placing down a single breeding thing. What if I build outer walls and then try and snap it to an outer wall? Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any snapping function on these either. Which is weird. That, in theory, is about as far as I can get it out. Or it does weird things, which is going to really limit my ability to put two of them in a quarter. How do people do that then? How do people flipping figure that out? Alright, well. There's going to be a life hack to this somehow, isn't there? It's one of those, if I don't get it right when I start, you know full well that if I don't get it right when I start, I'll never get it fixed. I would say try a second floor, putting them upstairs. Putting them one high on ceilings instead. Build the entire base just one level up. Wonder if this is gonna cause screwy pathing with the pals though. Yes. We'll get it working. Didn't expect to have to do it this way, but if it works, it works. So build the same floor again, but just one level up. Triangles in here. Right, that's the same floor, just one floor up. Okay, now it thinks I'm trying to build it in there. It just does not want to build further than this from the center. Is this something that they... Soon as I go that far away, cannot get them to place at a reasonable distance. Soon as they go past that point, they just don't want to have any of it. It's so odd. Maybe I'm destined to just have two breed. Maybe I'm destined to just only have two then. I did it 3 high so that I could fit the expedition and the big electric generator. Well, oh yeah, to put all of those on the bottom floor. Maybe I should just elevate the PAL box. Maybe I should elevate this like up as well. um how do get it to build vertically? We're gonna have to delete the whole fucking thing just to do this. Because the PAL box can't be built on ceiling, right? Oh no, it can. PAL box on that square there. Although, no, like you said, it would be smart to put it up or more high, wouldn't it? And elevate the whole base, elevate the whole base. Kind of defeats the object of building on this nice flat open desert. Oh, this has really frustrated me. Really frustrated me, this has. Why, whenever I try and stream, does stupid shit like this happen? None of this stupid shit ever happens when I'm not streaming. Insufficient materials. Oh, yeah, okay, because it's not a base anymore. Fuck. That's height of 3. Is it? First floor, second floor. No, that's only a height of 2. Do I actually want to go 3 high? 3 high seems really high. I'd have tested it first with a small PAL box. What do you mean with a what's a small PAL box have anything to do with it? Confused me yet more. Is 2 high gonna be room for the expedition at the bottom? Maybe we do go 1 more. Delete you, the rest of you. Collapse. We're going to make a sky breeding base, apparently. Not by design, but by necessity, it may turn out. That's where I decided the center was, I think. Shit materials. That where the center is? Keep my center central. That was the center. Okay. Right. Base in the sky time. Base in the sky. Now I might build out just 1 quarter just to see if the PAL bases seem to work better now, or whether this whole area is bugged and I rage quit out of doing any of this. Always a possibility. Now, why do I not have any ingots? Did I delete the... Oh, I deleted the storagey thing. Okay, that was foolish of me. Wait, why can I not build anything anymore? Hang on. Yeah, I deleted the guild storagey thing. I'm missing 2 power fragments again. All these glass stairs. God damn. Very simply, I'm just trying to build a new base to do some breeding, but I'm having some really weird interactions with not being able to place the breeding things down where I want them to be. So my solution to try and fix that, assuming it's something to do with like the ground, is to brute force it by building it up in the air. And of course we can model it such to make it kind of look cool. Turn a downside into an upside, but as it stands at the moment, I'm having a world of hurt trying to get anything to work. Oh, it's going to take 2 minutes for this thing to build again, isn't it? Make it fast. Go. All the handiwork. All the handiwork. Go. I mean, to be fair, the PAL box could still have been on ground, but for the purpose of spawning into the base, I don't want to I don't want to spawn in and then have to go up 2 levels, do the things I want to do. I want the PAL box elevated as well, which is why I've been doing this. I don't want the PAL box in like the basement area, if that makes sense. Two, 3, 4, 5. We go 6. Was it 6? It looks like 6. Was it? Let's build out one side. 1, 2, 6. See if we encounter this same 1, 2, 3, 4. Fill in the gaps. You watch, it still won't work, and it's just that the whole zone is bugged out. It would be cool if we can get it to work, though. I mean, it will, in theory, look good at the end, but it just wasn't what I had planned. I was the alternative is I just sack off it all and just build everything on the floor. Like, build everything on Mother Earth. Call it a day. Sack off all of this Fortnite building malarkey. And just build it on Mother Earth. Right, breeding farm. Still, I think it's something to do. I think it's something to do with this area in general. I think this area is just scuffed. Soon as I get past there, it just says no. All floors must be touching the ground. How is it not? Oh
Ah.
shit, nearly died. Unless, instead of having them trying to point into the middle, doesn't really matter. Can I build them so they point out to the edge here? Seem to be able to go further like that. Can I get one there and then... No. Still can't actually go out far enough. I've just realised, can I maybe just not even fit 2 in each side anyway? Is that just more of a limitation? Build the mobile PAL box next to it in case it's related to the PAL box. Oh, you want to build like one of these, like in the arse end of nowhere, just to... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Wrong button. That for some reason, if it has to be within certain range of a PAL box or something. I mean, that would seem weird, but this whole thing seems weird right now. Can't see why they would in any way, shape or form care about how close they are to a PAL box. But... Oh, I wish I would stop pressing control. Honestly wish I would stop pressing control. Well, this rotating it round seemed to weirdly let me go further. So I'm going to try building further out. Now, this is going to really push us past the boundary of safe places to go, but at this point we'll try anything. Hang on. Self a little bit of wiggle room here as well. I mean, I might just demolish this entire thing in a minute and just write off this adventure completely. Can't get these to position right. Now look. Now we seem to be able to go a lot further. Maybe I'm just going to have them ever so slightly overlapping. One there. And then in... Because I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me which way they point. Because I can just cut, like, it doesn't matter, does it? Doesn't matter which way they point. I just need to get 2 in each quarter. And if I can get 2 in each quarter, it's all gravy, baby. Front posts on the metal. Okay, that one's a little bit further in. Push that back. Blunt post on the metal. I mean, we're couldn't be closer to the city limits if we tried. Could not be closer to the city limits if we tried, but that is 2 of them. Oh, I mean, there's flipping airspace in the middle there. After all of that, we got airspace. Because I probably want something going on in the middle. It's just weird how the rotation works on this. It's just going to be slightly annoying coming along and putting, I wanted it in an ideal world, you'd be able to flip these so that you just come to 2 locations and put cakes in 2 spots, but hey, it at least sort of maybe possibly probably works like that. It's the best we're gonna do, I think. I think it's the best we get. And after this adventure, I think we take the best we're gonna get. Can that one be a diagonal one? That becomes a diagonal one as well. Let's box this in, because otherwise I'll definitely fall off. It does kind of neuter the aesthetic of it being in the sky a little bit doing this, but I mean, these are also, I've just realized these wall panels like are 100% not in the base. So yeah, let's see if they survive. see if they survive at all. Okay, it fits. Somehow magically I've managed to make them fit. I just need to do that again, but now on this side. And then we need to make sure that we make it so that it doesn't all collapse and fall down. Odie, welcome in, by the way. Thank you very much for the 30 stream streak. I've been wrestling for a little while. I apologise. I've not deliberately been abandoning chat. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's why it doesn't make sense. Because this one's shorter than that one. Okay. That's why. Thought something fell off. Look at all this spare real estate we're not utilising. My inability to do maths is the problem there. Now, out of curiosity, there isn't any way to snap that to a wall. You watch, I won't be able to place it again now. It'll computer say no. Oh god, it is actually happening. It's actually computer says no. Oh, I shouldn't have touched it. I should have never touched it. Move, pal. I should have never touched it. Why did I touch it? Oh, I touched it, now it's broken. Why, goddamn you, game? Screw it. If it fits, it sits. I'm about ready to have a hut. Right, that's about as good as it gets. That's about as good as it gets. Not getting any better than that. Right, let's repeat the pattern. And let's make sure this entire place doesn't fall down. No. No, 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 no. Wait, what? No, it is 8 in both directions. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Thought I'd lost my mind. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you're building, say, 4 of them, wouldn't it make more sense for the openings to be facing the PAL box? Or ease of act? Oh, there's lots of sensible things that could and should be happening here. The issue I've been having is placement of them. They seem to not want to place where I want to put them. And this is just more a matter of getting them. I want 2 of them in 1 quarter. That's all I want. I want 4 of them, but I want 2 of them in, 2 quarters. If that makes sense. Because the other 2 quarters are going to be like the cooking area for the cakes and then other stuff area. I might change, who knows? I might actually just bring them all really central and have them like really tucked in nice and neat and tidy. But this is the way I wanted to do it for now. I also didn't plan on building this about 7 miles in the air, but it's going to end up being an interesting adventure trying to do it this way. Right, how many out did we go from the centre before we turned in? It looks like 3. I mean, we basically at this point just following the outer edge of the circle. Yeah, I don't know if it's just a weird bug or I've been doing something stupid, but there's like trying to place these things down exactly where I wanted them, it just wouldn't do it. It just didn't seem to want to place them on the far edges of my base, and I don't know, like all this dead space at the back here, didn't really want. I wanted them as far out as I could get them, but they just weren't having any of it. So they just are where they are right now, and that's it. For the purpose of putting cakes in the box, though, there is maybe some logic to having 4 of them, but bringing them all in and having 1 in each quarter, and then, I don't know, whatever. We'll see. Haven't decided. Let me rebuild. It doesn't... In theory, I probably shouldn't have tried to micromanage it this much as a first attempt, but... We'll, because knowing me, there'll come a point where I'm like, yep, I want to change that now. One, 2, 3, and then diagonals. 1, 2, 3, and then diagonal. Right, now just wall it off. We will probably make it all a little bit more pretty at some point. I'm trying to find that balance between it being functional and it not looking gross. It's an area we're probably going to end up spending quite a lot of time in, I think. Making it not look gross. Worthwhile. Right, we do exceed the base limits a little bit at the back end there, but it's fine. It's all good. Oh, I'm out of fibre. How have I run out of fibre? 50 more fibre, apparently. Yeah, don't look at the downstairs yet. Don't look at the downstairs yet. Please ignore. My entire base actually does rest on the success of, like, 1 piece of stairs. Need to be careful with that. All come crashing down. Tom, how we doing? Welcome in. You've caught me wrestling with the weird, can't seem to place things bug. That's, okay, it seems to not want to go there, but it will go there. Okay, well that's where you live then. No, because your roof is all on the piss. Can't have that, can we? Far back as it goes. Far across as it goes. Then you go there. Insufficient material. Oh, and what? Another 30 fibre. Where did all my fibre keep disappearing to? It's not 50 fibre per one, is it? Oh, it is. Oh, shit. Me no do maths clearly. Now there's nobody to do water business. Whoops. We'll delete all of this and because the downstairs area is just going to be other dumb shit that we don't really care about. The expedition and whatever. Although, to be fair, the expedition being quite close to the PAL box would be kind of useful. I might just leave a hole in the floor. As silly as it'll look, I might just leave a hole in the floor. So we just drop down straight on top of the expedition base. That way, we can quickly get to it across the 3 bases. Good base designs and art, though. Genuinely. Those people who've got 5,000 hours in playing The Sims are probably laughing, but... Right, as far back as it goes before it has a heart attack, and as far across as it goes before it has a heart attack. But facing mostly inward. There. I'll need to rotate this one to do the same. Far back as it goes before it has a heart attack. Oh, okay, now this one just don't want to... Okay. There. Maybe that's a better way to do it. Well, we got 4 in. We squeezed 4 in. That'll have to do. That'll do. Right. Let's maybe we could really make this funky. We could have only the top half with the eggs be elevated on the 3rd floor. Then we could go down to the 2nd floor where all of the cooking happens. Maybe we could tier it like 3 levels. It would look interesting from afar. And we could then do some funky design with the stairs going between the different levels, maybe. How much have you slept over the last few days? Not enough, I guess, is probably a good way to describe it. Probably not enough. I think we can take these out. And I reckon we can start doing something funky with the stairs, you know. I reckon we can start going... Oh no, stairs won't go down until they've got something to connect to on the down section, do they? Oh, you know what? My little staggered thing's probably not gonna work, is it? Or is it? It might work. 3 levels. 1 level below each time. 1 stagger down each time. It might work. It might work. It might work. Might look a bit funky to start with, but I'll make it work. The pals might not particularly like it, but they'll have to deal with it. That one. I'm not sure just how many staircase pieces are going to come down. Let's do... Then these ones will go down the other way. Maybe. Maybe we're doing it 4 floors. Maybe we're doing 4 floors. I don't know what's going on the 4 floors yet, but it's a design choice. What I really should have done is built it 4 in the sky, not 3 in the sky. But today I learn. Or am I just massively overcomplicating this and I shouldn't bother in the slightest and I should just, like, make it look neat and tidy? I don't know. Funky design is funky, right? Even if it's, even if it takes a while to come together. That's probably meant to be a corner piece now, isn't it? Build it as a spiral double helix. I think that's beyond my pay grade. That is beyond my pay grade. Or you could have... Yeah, so then it could rotate round. So this side could be the down side, and then on that side, that could be the down one. Yes, maybe. Then this would be... There's all the way across. And then this side actually would just be walled off. There wouldn't be anything on that side. You come down this way. You got your cooking area down here. Cooking area for the for the cake production down here. Then maybe we go 1, 2 down this way. You get to the basement area, and we'll have the expedition center and stuff down here maybe. So this lot doesn't really need to be here. Let's be careful we don't destroy anything structurally required. We will need to, actually thinking about it, we probably will need to maybe not delete all of that just yet. I've cooking area down here. I'm just going to do the walls in wood for now, just because it's... easier to deal with the walls in wood. You might go straight into an across piece, actually, looking at this. Or maybe not. Oh, I bet there isn't like nice wall pieces for staircases like there, is there? How do we do that? Oh, you just stack. I'll figure that out. I haven't figured out the building regulations on that piece yet. It needs to be something like this. Then we just delete that bit. I'm using glass stairs because I want to be able to see through it. That's kind of the theory. I want to be able to see down through the different levels, but so then you'll come down to this level. Pattern continues. Trust me when I say it will look good when it's finished. Trust me, I'm an architect. I think that's what they say, right? You watch, I'll absolutely hate it by the time I've finished. One, two, three, and then triangle pieces. It's a foundation, not a roof. I'll do all of this, and then I'll suddenly realise it's just totally impractical. Do this. Let me build it. Okay, we've got to get rid of the stairs first. Stairs back in. Some of these just feel like Can I safely remove this now without it all collapsing? I don't know. I'd similar not figuring out in Planet Coaster with a diagonal wall, ended up just throwing plants over it to cover it. That's yeah, that's probably the play. Yeah, if in doubt, just hide it, right? That's how it works. If in doubt, just hide it. I think this is structurally sound. God, I'm scared shitless taking out some of these components in case it all collapses on me. Because it is a little bit floating in the air right now. It is a little bit just floating in the air. Maybe for sanity reasons, very quickly wang some of these. Just in case. Yeah, I'm the bottom foundation isn't quite finished yet, but I think it's gonna actually turn out to be 4 levels because we'll come down onto this one and then we'll come down into this last final quarter, which will be under the first quarter, if that makes sense. In theory, I should have built this up rather than top down. Doing it top down is why it's more difficult on my brain to get right, but because there's a lot of this that will get removed in a minute. But it will sort of spiral down, and that's kind of the design I'm going for here. You know, we'll come down to something going on here, and then we'll come down to something going on down here, and then finally we'll have the expedition right at the very bottom, I guess. The foundation type. Yeah. The very bottom is the foundation type of floor, yeah. So this is the sacred pass cross in the middle. Which I do in metal for now, just to remind me it's metal. Remind me where the cross is. Which level. Not all of this is going to stay, obviously. But that's not... Wait, hang on. Put the cross back in just so I know where it is. Oh, there is part of me that's just waiting for me to press a button and it'll collapse. That comes down to this layer. And is that safe to remove? Do we think this bit's safe to remove? Alright, go in. There's headroom issues for pals and stuff on some of this, but it will go once we've got 4 main levels in. Wait, where's a quarter of it gone? What? Where's all of this lot gone? Wait, what? Where's all of this part gone? Is there some... what? Okay. Now, where did all of this side go? What? I'm very confused. Is there some max... I've just realised, is there some total build piece cap or limit? Because the stuff that's been deleted is the first... Oh, I don't know now. What the hell? Oh, no. Oh, no. It's all going horribly wrong. Me poor base. I mean, it is a bit of a mess right now, I'll give you that, but... Hold on, check Discord. You just got a big metal box. Nice and clean. What am I watching? Did Satisfactory and Palworld have a love child? I mean, something not far from that. Something not too dissimilar from that. Right, support beams in the center. Because apparently that's needed. Every layer must have support beams holding it in place. which... Okay. That's slightly frustrating. I mean... Oh. Should the stairs actually for this next level have been further across? Should be down here, shouldn't they? To the left of the walkway. The left of the walkway. To the left of the walkway. The stairs are too soon here. It's to be like proper spiral. Oh, this hurts my brain. It's fun, but it hurts my brain. Why did I try and build a fancy design? Who said build a fancy design? Who said? I mean, to be fair, I think I said, but... This actually is meant to go out further. We're meant to then have the sacred path here again in metal. Then we're meant to have the stairs going down. Was that go? Oh, can I do it that way? Are we gonna have? Is it? I think I do need the stairs to happen before. No, I don't, because I can delete this so that the headroom is not a problem. Down to here. Then you come down to here. Of the very limited playtime I have today, I really shouldn't have spent all day pissing around making a new fancy looking base, but scared you won't have enough stairs. Yeah, something along those lines. And this lot. Always keep path. Actually goes one further than that technically. From that, go down to what will be the final layer of the foundation, which will be this quadrant. Like that word, quadrant. It's all fancy. This, because it is on the floor, is stone and does need to be stone. Like such. Yeah, it's not quite satisfactory level aesthetic building, but it's not far off. Move, you. I mean, you could not be more in the way if you tried. Right, we'll leave you there for a minute. Right, but in theory, that then... Let's check no more of this has randomly disappeared. Will be the 4 different 4 different quarters. Well, maybe this not being here is fine. We can have breeding up the top here. Breeding on the second one down here. Cakes on the third down here. Secret path 1, 2, 3 before diagonals. Not enough support. Oh. Well, now you see that's a... That's a... That's a phrase I've not seen used before. But maybe the entire foundation of the bottom does need to be in place. And we can use pillars to strengthen it thereafter. I guess. Me whipping out the old floor earlier was probably not necessary, because I might need it all. I don't know how the structural integrity of this game goes. One, two, three. That's a triangle. That's a triangle. Alright, once we've got the main floors in place, then we can put some support beams in. And hopefully it will all start coming together. This has ended up being such an unnecessary squirrel. As squirrels go, this is the most squirrely squirrel I think we've ever squirreled. Oh, wrong way. This is the most squirrely squirrel. Oh, all of my pals are like really not happy. Hang on, I don't need any of you to be here. Like, none of you need to be here. Stop being sad about things. Down to this one. Then eventually we come down to this one, and this is the final quarter. That one's meant to be metal. What's the purpose of the big base foundation? To be fair, this is just our breeding base. This isn't going to do, like, all I'm trying to do is I had initially real issues placing the things on the floor. Don't know why. Bit of a weird game bug, so I decided to build the breeding bases right at the very, like, elevate the whole thing. And then for some reason, instead of just making one big flat elevation in the sky, I decided, wouldn't it be cool if each quarter of the base was at a different height? So that's what I've been doing. This top quarter is up here on the highest point, then it's going to come down to the next highest one, then you come down once again to the next highest one, and then eventually you'll end up at the bottom of the base. So there, you know, it steps its way up. It was good in theory. Building it from the top down has been a bit of a challenge because I have managed to break things somehow. I should have built it from the floor up rather than from the sky down, but I didn't start out trying to do it this way. It just happened. And sometimes things just happen. Right, you need to be out of the way. Sometimes things just happen. Quite the journey, but spoken like a person who never vacuums 4 different levels. Nah, it's alright. The Rumba will go up these. It's fine. Have faith. What do you mean? How dare you assume I never vacuum? Please do not look at all the fluff on the carpet behind me. Right. A huge quantity of this is actually surplus to requirement now. Now that we've got like the orientation in. There's part of me that wants to make sure that the cross in the middle is replicated on every level and supported, just because it feels like it should be. That should be stairs down there technically. Do I want the 4 breeding things all on the top level at the top? If you want to see more through the glass, paint it black. Oh, really? Is that a hack? Why don't I have black as an option? Aha. Ah, clever. I'm going to have to run along and be spray painting everything now. I genuinely had absolutely no idea that there was the ability to spray paint stuff. But I guess today we learn. I think there's a part of me from a sanity perspective that wants to keep the cross in play the entire time, regardless of the fact that we have. What do you mean what do you mean overlaps? Overlaps with what? Not because the... Not because that piece of roof serves much of a purpose, but I kind of feel as if it should be there. But structural support, if nothing else. Down. Drops down. This is a staircase as well. And then... This is then the bottom floor. I think it's going to look cool once I've finished it. I'm just... I mean, we could even put a big old fancy roof on the whole thing if we really wanted to. That's the thing that scares me the most. Deleting something and the whole thing just going, nope. Do we have 2 quarters at the top for all the breeding bases? Or do we just safety rail it off? Glass wall it off? Oh, there's a whole second row of stairs under there we don't need. Famous last words, by the way. I've got to be really careful deleting shit now. We might just hide all of that with walls. Hide it all up. I'm going to spend so long building this base, we're not going to put anything in it. And I know it's kind of tragic doing all of this and then putting wooden walls around the edge, but if I start with just wooden walls, then I can always I can always replace them with nicer walls once we're finished. Upgrade them, you know. Luckily there is the replacement thingy. beat that one, they'll all turn off. Okay. Go. They all turn themselves off. See that? Oh, why didn't that lot fall down? Oh, because these are being held up here. I've accidentally farmed 565 lumber since the stream started. I mean, fair play. That's an indication I've been doing this for far too long then, isn't it? Far too long. Far too long. Cross in the middle. Cross in the middle, but if the cross is not... That's not part of the floor, then it doesn't need to be part of the floor, does it? I mean, it does, for the most part, seem to be relatively comfortable just existing in the air. I don't know how the support mechanics in the game work, but it does just kind of work. I am going to make sure that the bottom foundation is complete all round. As far as we wanted it to go. And I will use some support pillars to make it happen. But I might also then wall off and hide a lot of the stuff I don't want to see. I don't want to be able to see all the way through it. Or maybe I do, I don't know. It could look like an absolute shit show from afar. There's part of me that's just kind of having a bit of fun playing around with it, to be honest, for now. Probably make a big central, just kind of like square this in. You can or should or shouldn't see it. Make it a big central pillar. Starting to look like body farm facility from the movie Blade. I can't visualize that top of my head. Yeah, I think I just want to box in the first. Big 9x9 pillar in the middle. I'll make this look more creative and more decorative, although there is part of me that wonders if I'm just kind of like ruining the aesthetic of this. That's a big square pillar in the center. We can beautify it maybe. It has kind of lost a little bit of its charm. Kind of losing the effect of having the glass stairs to see through, to be honest. At least from this perspective, you've got breeding base up here, you've got something going on down here, you've got something going on down here, you'll have something going on down there, and then the underside bit. Totally overkill for what is really just meant to be my breeding base. But I've started now. So because we'll spawn in to the command center at the top here. We'll spawn in at the top. We've then got the first level of breeding bases. We'll have the second level of breeding bases down here. Then the cooking of the cakes will happen down here. Something else will happen down here. Other utility sort of stuff. Or pal beds or something. Down here for anybody that's working in the base. And the expedition thing will be at the bottom here. I think is how it will probably play out. Is the rough feel of how I'm going to have it structured. But there's a whole layer here that definitely doesn't need to be here. But there's huge parts of me that gets very worried deleting aspects like this. In case some weird structural integrity thing takes the entire system down. I wanted to make the whole base walled in. just so it doesn't feel like it just stops when you get to the bottom piece. Oh, these are not in the right place. I might put a bunch of stuff in here just that I don't ever expect pals to use or do anything with, just to like flesh it out, if that makes sense. No pillars here. Me support beams. Well, that's support to nowhere. It's gonna be a fucking masterpiece though once it's done. Maybe the bottom be open. You imagine I clicked one of those and it all fell over. Oh god. Oh my god. Alright. I haven't put the full walls on it yet, but that is it in its sort of entirety. So we've got the base downstairs, which is fully base sized, although I don't technically need all of it. Then it spirals up one level at a time. Not sure if I like this open cornery bit. I might tempted to close that back off, you know, make it a central pillar that can't be ran through. Second floor where something will happen. Third floor where something else will happen. And you got the bases. Power boxes at the top. You're going to spawn into the top. These top two will be breeders. Then cakes. Then probably pal beds and utility stuff. Then the bottom floor down here, you'll have the expedition down here. And any other knickknacks can go in here. Or, in theory, we can just wall it off so you don't see it. But it's not very beautiful from the outside yet. But it's different. Different. I really should have built it from the base up and not from the top down. Building it from the top down is scary. I have absolutely no idea how structurally safe or sound it is. Methinks that the it's not. I might put some more pillars in the corner just for aesthetics, not because they do anything, but just because I feel. Not because they do anything, but just because I think it will make it look better. Couple of sets of pillars here. Just but look as if they're doing something structural. I put them in the corners, but they are completely outside. And we're starting to get a little bit far outside the base on those, which is a touch scary. But maybe heck, it will do it. If they break, they break. As long as they're not actually doing anything important. Well, now I've made a pretty pattern, I need to continue the pretty pattern, don't I? To there. Where did I do? The two in the middle? Missed one. I'm in the... Okay. It's cool. It's a slightly different way of having different layers. In theory, like, we could make the whole out, like, I could make all of this glass in theory. Put all glass walls or something on the outside and make it look cool. But it's a slightly different type of way of making a base, which I think is quite cool. Chat, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break and grab a drink, because I've spent literally nearly 3 hours building this, 2 hours building this damn thing, and I had no intention to. Half of it fell down, I'd want to point out. I don't know where my other two flipping breeding things went. I don't know where they I must structurally broke those somehow, but we can start building the second set of breeders here. We can start actually putting stuff in this now, getting some pals in and actually making it a functional base. I should have really done the function first and the aesthetic second, but right, give me 2 minutes, chat. Be back in 2. Okay, right. Okie dokie. Should we actually put some more stuff in this now? Try and make it functional. Aesthetically, it's not perfect yet. Not by a mile. But structurally it's in. That's kind of the point. That's the that was the aim. To the barb, if I don't see you later, have a good weekend. Thanks for the stream. Chris, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Have a wonderful one. Right. With that in turn, let's start. We get breeding bait. Now I don't have to worry too much about the symmetry of all of these flipping bases because we've got a little bit more space to play with. Breeding base number 3. And then number 4. There's part of me that thinks that having 4 things is also overkill. I'm not even sure cake production is gonna hold up with all of this, but we'll see. Now you see, one thing I definitely didn't try with all of this is seeing if we could actually fit what we want in. So let's see if we can actually find places that this works. We are definitely going to have a bit of a problem here that we're not going to be able to fit in 4, I think. Because the cross is required to fit the 2 in, and they need to be pushed right far to the back. Why wouldn't I be able to replicate? Because the stairs take up one of the tiles. Oh god, please don't tell me I'm going to do all of this and then realise that the stairs need to be on where the path is. Oh, I was trying not to break the cross. Maybe for just this one and this one only. No. Oh, the feng shui is going to be all off. Feng shui is going to be all off. Well, one thing we do have is space, though, don't we? So maybe, just maybe, don't have... where's the middle of that wall? Is it this pillar? 1, 2, 3. Maybe, just maybe, put that there. See how that looks. Two at the top there. Okay, that's not in the center at all, is it? Or is it in the center? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, that is in the center. It just looks slightly funny because these quarters are not exactly perfect. We just put another one here. And then make this the cook-in and utility stuff. We'll spiral it around this way. We can put some decorative shit in here, make it look neat and tidy and pretty, can't we? I want to buy a PAL that I can fly on and simultaneously build on, by the way. So that needs to basically be in the middle. There. Then we'll have 2 at the top. Whatever's the most important things. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna bring this down and we're gonna make it into a love heart. Fuck yeah. We're gonna use wooden. Oh god, this is disgusting. I've appalled myself with even this as a concept. We put some beams there, look. Oh, it's beautiful. Paint it all red. Paint it red. The breeding corner. Do we have paint options? How do we do the painting business? Build, rotate, alignment, replacement mode. Maybe these can't be. Oh, hang on. Paint mode, P. Red is an option. I can do the... Make sure we get it the same. Is that it? Okay, we've gone. We've gone. Okay, it's off by a little bit. My heart's a funky shape. How do we undo paint? Remove paint. R. Bit like that, isn't it? I don't need the fences there now. Now I've realised I can spray paint the floor. I don't need the fences. My pal. Oh my god, don't break shit. Fucking hell. These will just get in the way. Oh, look at it. Now it's for love, not just boning. Oh god, how silly. How silly. We'll have two more. We can do mini hearts on these ones because they don't take up the whole thing. Big heart for the big two. Two more mini ones. Painting the heart on the floor will actually make it easier to position the breeder things. Probably, because then we can align them properly. You need to swap the corners to the triangle ones. Corners to the triangle. Oh, to like really round off the heart, you mean? Rather than it being so spiky. If I take that out, but I do two of these. Oh no, I can't build that one there because the flipping thing's on top of it. Alright, we'll have to delete that to put it back in. Right, we'll paint the heart on the floor first. Round there. This bit's fine. This one needs to be this way round. Then here as well, right? Okay, yeah, there we go. And then we can put the hatcheries back on them. Are they even called hatcheries? I don't even know. Oh, they're straight up called breeding farms. Like that. Oh no, now you see I'm having difficulty fitting the other one in now. Oh, I should have never touched it. I should have learnt from my earlier mistakes. Not broken, don't fix it. Gone and touched it and it's broke. Wait, how did I have it? How did I have it? Ah, this is not good. I touched it and broke it. Definitely squeezed two of them on. I think I had to stand like round here or something. Yeah, something like that. Look, looks. There we go. There we go. That's how you do a breeding farm. That's how you do a breeding farm. This is custom job. This is. Get off the flipping. Take a second to build these myself. Where's me big fancy building? Oh, come with me. Who were we using for building? For work suitability, handiwork. Much better at building things than I am. Okay, that's the top level. Well, the sun's coming out. Perfect timing. Oh, no, the sun's not coming out. There's just a weird shadow. Weird graphical glitch. Right. That's the upstairs. We'll spawn into this top section as well, by the way. Because of the box. Now we need to replicate a heart on this level. For a base there, and a heart on this level. Base there. Let's do... Where do we want to start it? No. Did I just break half of... Oh my god, I literally did just zoom through and break half of my own base. Idiot. That Ribbunny never stood a chance. Well, you don't build shit out of wood, boys and girls. Absolutely why you don't build stuff out of wood. Right, we need to make another mini pink heart. Floor. How do we do it? Paint mode. Only structures in the foundations and storage. Oh, it's because this is planned to being built on it. Just cancel that off for now. E for paint. No. Oh, the shortcuts are like... make my brain hurt. 3 up. Middle. The small hearts are not as easy to do. Unless we just do that. The small hearts aren't as easy to do that because that's, I mean, you ain't got the curvy bits. Maybe it means that this needs to be turned into those ones probably need to be triangles, don't they? That. And maybe, I don't know. Yeah, the smaller hearts are not as easy. That's not just going to look weird though. You won't see the back of it as much, will you? We'll have the thing on it. Watch, there's no fucking way we'll get this to fit now. That in the middle. If I stand on the... we put the two humpy bits at the top, then it'll look alright, won't it? Yeah, you can see what's going on. When you see the big one, you can see what's going on the small one. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Fixed in place. You can press C while in paint or build mode to change modes instead of clicking back all through them. Yeah, I'm learning all of these flipping keybinds and shortcuts and stuff is making my brain hurt, I'm not gonna lie. Right, let's figure out where we're putting the heart on this one. This is going to be a real chore if I choose to move these. Because now I've got to repaint the floor every time I do. But the same logic applies. That is the start of it. How did we do it? Did we go 3 up? 3 up, then a triangle-y bit. 3 up, then a triangle-y bit. That one, and that one then, right? No, not that one. Triangle-y bit, that one. So you need swapping, you need swapping, you need swapping. Is that the same? Can you imagine what Solo she's eating? That would be Solo and his name tag on the dog bowl. I didn't realise you could hear that. Right. Are those the same? I think they're about the same, aren't they? Yeah, they're about the same. Slam it down. How do we get it? Like, about there? About there? Was that about right? I bet there ain't nobody out there that's made a breeding centre is absolutely fabulous. Sure as shit know that nobody's going to have spent even half as much time on this as I have. Right. Let's have a little looky. Oh, it's stunning. That is so stupid. Oh, so stupid, but we have fun. So stupid, but we have fun. Right, we need some cake making production center, which is going to be here. Now, questions here is it going to be even remotely sizable enough? But if not, it's all right because we can go down on we can this. To be fair, we're already on the ground floor, so we've got this entire area here for the cake making, and then we can slam the expedition thing down underneath here, where hopefully nobody will see it. I need some wooden boards. I'm missing wooden boards to make one of these. Give me 10 wooden boards. Production. Doesn't matter, we're gonna delete this in a minute anyway. Stay in. Wooden boards. Oh shit. I've got no fibre, no wood again. Whoops. Can we fit the expedition? They're even pink on the other underside. Can we fit the expedition doodary thing down here? Please don't clip through the roof. I can't even see how big you are. No, you're too big. You're going to clip through the roof. Means you have to go here where you don't clip through the roof. Why does this thing have to be so fucking huge? Said. Right, well that lives there then. Well then we don't actually have quite as much room as I thought we were going to have, but hey ho, so be. Have I got no food? Oh my god, I've just realised I've got no food. That means in my other base there is negative food as well. Well that's going to have to chill there. Somewhere in there. So I've got this area here to be making cakes. Same with the electric generator. You're going to need it later on for the egg farm. Well, yeah. Maybe the electric generator sits here. Boop. All of the cooking stuff that's going on. We'll set up a basic operation now. That's fine. It can stay there. It works for now. Let's right. I've not even really explored what it takes to make the cakes. Because we need a ranch as well, don't we? We're gonna need. Oh, I can't believe I'm genuinely out of wood. This is actually diabolical. I'm out of wood. Fortunately, I am surrounded by trees. So let's it's out the way. Gives me a bunch of fibre as well. Also what I need. Worry about everybody being hungry. Let's we need a ranch. Now they can be flipping even the ranch is fucking huge. Even the ranch is huge. That over there somewhere. I'm going to ghost this all out. I'm not going to actually build it. One is enough. A cow, a bee, a chicken, and a pink sheep. Is one of each of those enough to actually give you a solid supply? Is there not with four breeding things? Are you not going to need way more cake than that? You're not going to need more eggs and the bee's your bottleneck anyway, isn't it? Don't most people end up just putting 4 bees in? Because you just buy the milk and the everything else. So, do we food? An electric kitchen. We're going to need at least an electric kitchen, aren't we? For now. At least an electric kitchen in order to make the cakes fast enough. Hey, puppies, chill. Please. You don't have to put the ranch in the breeding one. Let the pals transport the ingredients via the guild chest. It won't spoil. Okay, yeah, maybe. We're going to need to cook some cake. We're going to cook some cake, which means we need power for said item. So we're going to need power. We'll replace this with a big power at some point. Let me just ghost down all the things I think we need. Power, electric thing. We're going to need bed spaces for the working pals. Spa so that they're chilling. This is one of those things that can just go up on here, isn't it? Like we can decorate the areas with things like the spas. Put some of the random utility things in with the others. My brain hurts and I can't think because I've got these dogs going bananas beside me as well. Incubator area for the eggs that are produced are going to go down here. A fridge maybe, or something to store the material. Hey, puppies, relax. I might not be able to get this finished. These pair going mental is ruining my concentration levels. And also, I need to remember I don't actually have all day to do this. Assign the doggos some jobs. I wish it was that easy. I wish it was that easy. A feeding basket for the worker pals. Which, that goes near the fire anyway. We'll upgrade that to a cool one. One day. Keeping the eggs hot and or cold will probably be done via the fancy egg things at a later date, won't it? Probably. I've only unlocked the standard incubators for now, which doesn't make much need. Okay. Go for the big incubators. Well, yeah, obviously I would like to get... I'll get the best in I can get. I've got these large incubators. I need to go back to the main production base and make up some more materials. Ancient sieve cores, I need a few more of these. This is probably... automatically maintains a stable temperature and can hatch multiple eggs at once. So what is the difference between that one and the large-scale electric egg incubator? Other than the fact I need to go... yeah, I probably don't get this yet because I can't... oh, I also don't have hexalite, so that's not happening anytime soon. Right, I still have some work to do with this, but boys and girls, I can't actually play this all day and I wasted way too much time building the base, and this is making it impossible for me to concentrate and focus at this point, especially with me being hungry too. We will continue. I will probably not have much time to actually play video games in the next couple of days. In fact, probably zero, due to we've got somebody coming to visit from the UK. They've made the effort to jump on a plane and come say hi. So I should at least make sure that I am also, you know, social. We've played plenty of video games. We'll pad this out and we'll finish this off and we'll get the breeding base up and running. It gives us yet another expedition center we've done some pretty stupid art design with making love hearts out of the bases. I kind of actually only wanted to have, I wanted to have all 4 on one same level. I was gonna build out on this side and basically copy this on this side, but this will probably turn out fine anyway. We'll have plenty of space to do everything that we need. We'll get some pals in here. We'll get it all built. We'll get it working. Get some cakes being produced, and we will be able to push into breeding whichever pals we so desire. The love heart shape is based on the butt of a woman. In theory, yeah. Yes. Anyway, on that note, boys and girls, I'll love you and leave you. Have a wonderful weekend. And, yeah, I will catch you all Monday. Have a good one. Peace.